to dive into a little bit more, obviously, about the school. I want to answer a lot of questions. If people have any, feel free to post them in the comments below. I promise to answer every single one I can in as many videos as it takes. If I have to go 10 minutes one of these nights, we'll do that. But the first time I was here at this school, I was actually finishing up high school. I know I've said this. I'm probably going to repeat myself a little bit, but I'm sorry. It's going to happen. I can't keep track of everything I talk about. I was there for a total, oh God. I want to say it was right around 7 months. Excuse me, the first time. I went in weighing right around 385 pounds. And this was, I need to double check. I have photos. Next video, we're going to find some photos. I'll show some, do some fun little cut-ins. And then I can get official age. I want to say that I was 17 my first time I was out there. How old you are at the end of high school? I think so, 17, 18, right around there, because I was a little bit old for my school age. And I lost 150 pounds. When I left AOS, I was weighing about 240, 235, and I almost looked like way too thin, actually. I know I'm a big guy. I know they always say, like, oh, no, I'm not fat, I'm big boned. I do have a very large, like, skeletal structure underneath all this cushiony pillow goodness. But, so 7 months, I lost a little over 150 pounds. And it wasn't anything crazy. Like, I was eating right around 1,200 calories, doing the 10,000 steps, but I was getting into a groove when I was very active after those first couple months, really getting into it. I was hitting days more 20, 30,000. I would really kind of push myself. I did a marathon when I was out there. Which again, it's crazy to say that I ever actually did that in my life. But there was a lot of awesome adventures. The second time I went around, we had some really cool stories we can talk about. But it was crazy. The nutrition they taught us to kind of help us transition when we got out. They gave us all the tools. The group therapy and the single one-on-one therapy helped a lot. The group stuff for me was more fun, just because I think at that point in my life it was nice to hear that I wasn't alone in a lot of the. Again, that's what happens. Is we think that we're alone. We think that a lot of things we're the only one it's happening to. No one else understands. There's so many people out there that do. You just need to be able to find them. And you actually become an amazing support group for each other. I unfortunately can't say that I keep in touch with anybody. And part of that is just because of the ridiculous circumstances it's all underneath. And a lot of people, they go home and they revert. I think the reversion percentage, very, I don't know, maybe 80% probably go back. Because the problem is with weight loss, as I've said before, is our bodies are very elastic. You create fat cells, you can't destroy them, you can only shrink them. So anybody who's big always has the susceptibility to fall back into it. And this very low calorie, it was also low fat. Like the fat grams we were keeping under was also under 20 a day. And it Choose India. I shouldn't say it Choose India. It's tough to realistically do that in the real world. Unless, again, you go home and you have that amazing support system behind you. And I'm not saying that I didn't. I let myself down in many ways. I got too comfortable with certain parts of my life. But yeah, it was an experience. I'm gonna dig for journals. We can talk about that. So hopefully over the next days, journals, pictures, I won't forget, I promise. Questions, hit me with them. But 7 months, 150 pounds. And living in a desert, waking up 7 o'clock in the morning, having every meal scheduled for you. You didn't have options to get crazy and binge or whatever it may have been. It wasn't sweets. It was very regimented. And honestly, it's gonna work. Somebody locks you in a room and feeds you the same 3 meals every day and tells you to work out for a couple hours here and there. You're gonna lose weight. It's gonna happen. But nobody goes home from that program not losing weight. So yeah. All right, guys. There's always tomorrow. Hop to it. I hope I get a lot of questions. Write them below. Like the video. I'll see you next time.